Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the new Nvidia RTX 3000 series cards and possibly help you guys figure out what to do next if you want to buy them. Now, fair warning, at the time of making this video, none of the cards are currently out, so this is all purely speculation based on the information that has been given to us by Nvidia. So, if you saw the live stream, or basically the reveal at the beginning of the month, Nvidia recently announced their new M-Fair cards in the RTX lineup, and from what they've shown so far, they look like they're going to be some really impressive graphics cards. For example, the RTX 3070 is supposedly as powerful as a 2080 Ti, if not slightly more powerful for a much cheaper price. And the RTX 3080 is supposedly 50% more faster than the 2080 Ti, which is really impressive. And if you want to go nuts, there's also the 3090, but you'd have to be made out of money for that. I'm getting off topic, but one of the things that Nvidia recently came out and said is that the new graphics cards will require a lot of power, and you might need to get a new power supply for the graphics cards. Or do you? Listed on Nvidia's website is the specs of their new graphics card, along with the wattage and power supply wattage that it will require. For example, the 3090 and 3080 produces 350 watts and 320 watts respectively, and will require a 750 watt power supply, whereas the RTX 3070 will produce about 220 watts and will require a 650 watt power supply. But do you really need what Nvidia is saying you will? Now, I'm currently using a GTX 1060 6GB graphics card, which is running on a Corsair CX 600M, I believe, which is a 600 watt semi-modular power supply, and I'm worried that if I wanted to get the 3070, I would have to get a whole new power supply. But thanks to PCPartPicker.com, not sponsored by the way, this is just a useful website to have when it comes to PC builds, I was able to alleviate my concerns. Now, basically, the RTX 3070, like I mentioned, uses about 220 watts, and what I did was I found a GPU on PC Part Picker that produces the same wattage as the 3070, which for me was the Zotac GTX 1070 Amp Edition, which is also producing about 220 watts. And then I proceeded to add all the components that I have in my current build, minus my GPU obviously, so I added the Ryzen 5 3600, 2 SSDs, 2 HDDs, etc. And then I found out that the overall estimated wattage with my build, with the new GPU that I mentioned, it produces about 424 watts on a 600 watt power supply. So I should be good if I wanted to upgrade to the 3070, and provided there are no problems at launch and I'm correct with my information, you guys should be able to as well. Although I would make sure your build is compatible and everything, so like make sure you check the wattage that the new GPUs will produce and try to calculate how, if that would be able to fit on your power supply with the rest of the components in your PC to make sure you're good and you don't have to upgrade your power supply. And if everything Nvidia has told us is correct, you guys should be able to make your decision when upgrading your GPU. Anyways guys, I hope you all found this quick little video helpful. Now, I primarily make Final Fantasy XIV videos, although I love to make other gaming content as well, so subscribe if you'd be interested in either of those. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I want to start streaming more, and maybe now I'll finally have the motivation to. And I'll see you guys later. I love you all. Umbruhh, out.